All right, so what you're going to do is open a web browser and go to jaredroad.com/start. jaredroad.com/start. You're going to scroll down and you're going to see where you can copy the command to install on Mac. Now, if you're on Windows, there's another command right below this, but on this, I'm on Mac, so I'm going to show you how to do it on a Mac. Go to Applications, go to your Utilities folder, open the terminal, and then you're going to paste that command that you copied into terminal right here and press enter. And what that's going to do is it's going to install Claude Code for you. And see, I have this little error message right here. It wants me to fix something. So all I'm going to do is copy this error message right here that it wants me to copy and paste. So I'm going to copy it, Command C, and then I'm just going to paste it down here, Command V. And that fixed it. So if you get that error, that's all you got to do. All right, now you've got Claude Code installed, and what I'm going to show you how to do next is what changes everything. This is what makes your AI have unlimited memory. It makes it to where it doesn't ever forget anything, and it turns your AI into an actual assistant that can do things for you. I'm going to walk you through my AI Memory Vault setup right now. And if you're not familiar with my AI Memory Vault, I'm going to put a link at the top right corner of this video over here where you can click and go watch the walkthrough, okay? Well, let me show you how to do it right here. Then I'm going to go to Documents. I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to name this folder whatever I want to call my agent. For this example, I'm going to call him Henry. I'm going to go back to the web, and I'm going to go to obsidian.md, and then I'm going to install it. I'm going to click Get Obsidian, and then what I'm going to do is drag it over into the Applications folder, and it's going to install. Then I'm going to open my Applications folder, and I'm going to open Obsidian, and click Open, and then I'm going to click Create to create a new vault, and then I'm going to type in whatever I want to call my vault. I'm going to call it Jared Brain, and then I'm going to browse, and I'm going to go to my Documents, and I'm going to click Open, and it's going to install my vault right there in my Documents beside my Henry folder. And now Obsidian is installed. So you can see now I have two different folders. I have Jared's Brain, which is the vault, and I have Henry, which is going to be my agent, okay? So two folders. See right here? Two. Jared Brain, and you can see there's one note in here already, and if I go into Obsidian, there's that note right there. It says welcome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to terminal, and we're going to type CD for change directory, and then we're going to type the folder path to where our agent's folder is. In this case, it's in Documents/Henry. Okay, I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to type Claude, and what that's going to do is it's going to boot up Claude Code. And by the way, this is how you're going to boot up your agent every single time. All right, then it's just going to ask you some preferences, like what kind of color mode you want to use. They have light mode, dark mode. I tend to just choose the auto mode, works great for me. Then it's going to ask you how you want to log into Claude. Choose option 1, Claude account with subscription. Then it's going to ask you to log into your Claude account. You're going to log in, click OK here, click authorize, and then you're going to be logged in, and it's going to take you back to terminal. You want to copy, if it gives you a code here, sometimes it doesn't give you the code. If it gives you the code, you want to copy it, take it back to terminal, paste it in, and press enter. Then just press enter to continue. It's going to ask you a few more questions. I would just say yes, use the recommended settings. That's fine. And then say yes, I want to trust this folder. And that's it. Now you're in. Now you are talking to your agent. Now, before we move on here, we want to make sure that we're selecting the smartest model to do this install. Makes no sense to use a dumber model when we have access to the smartest one, right? At the time of making this video, the smartest model right now is Fable 5. So what we're going to do right here is type /model, and then we're going to go down to Fable and select that, and then use our left and right arrow keys to make sure that we select extra high effort. And then what we're going to do is go back to jaredroad.com, and then we're going to scroll down and look for the AI Memory Vault. When we go there, we're going to click the green button, and then we're going to copy that URL right there to our clipboard. We're going to go back into terminal, and we're going to tell our agent, hello, I would like to do this. Oh, let me fix this. I would like to do this, please. And then you just give it the link here and press enter, and it'll start setting it up for you. It'll ask you for approval here. Just say yes, and it'll continue the setup. And right here, you can see it says the clone succeeded in an empty directory. Now let me see the project in it. So right here, it says the vault was found. So it found the Obsidian vault that we installed already. All right, that's good. And it said it's a fresh vault. That's good because it is a fresh vault. We just installed it. It says the working folder is Henry, and it knows that the working folder is Henry because that's where we booted Claude Code from. And so it says, I'm about to build your AI memory vault. What this actually means, I'm going to turn your Obsidian vault into my memory, not a folder of notes I search, but my actual memory. All right, and then it's going to start asking you questions, okay? It's going to continue the setup here, and then it's going to ask you a few questions. Now, when it asks you these questions, you know, you don't have to answer what you don't want to answer. You can answer as many questions as you want. You can say, I'm not comfortable answering that. You can skip them. It doesn't really matter, but it's going to ask you to name your agent, whatever you want to name it. And then it's going to ask you your name, what you do. So you can tell it, you know, if you want to, you can tell it what you do, kind of a little bit about yourself. And I designed this to be like a personal assistant for you. So that's why it asks all these questions. It's going to ask you about your routines, your preferences for working for AI. And then it's going to ask you if you want to go ahead and do it. And you just say yes. And look over here. It's just going to start building your Obsidian vault for you. See how all those folders just came in like that? And then look, there it is. There is your new vault index. It's pre-filled with everything right there for you. And it just did it all by itself. So right here, it's asking me a few questions. It says Claude Code keeps its own native memory file that can drift from the vault. Yours is empty. So day one is the perfect time. You want me to go ahead and write the short redirect into it? I'm going to say yes. And then it says one writing rule worth stealing. No EM dashes in copy. That's one of the things that I hate about AI because they love to put EM dashes. So if you want to keep that rule, just say yes. And then it said, do you want me to create today's daily note as the first one? And I said, yes. All right. So go over here and look, it already created the daily note right here. And it put everything we did in this session in your daily note for you already. All right, I'm going to open up Finder here, and I'm going to go to Documents and just look at everything. Let's go into the vault here, the Obsidian vault. There's all the folders. There's the vault index. All the folders are here. That looks great. I'm going to come back out. I'm going to go into the Henry folder, and look, there's the Claude MD file, okay? And if this pops up, just click Choose Application, and then find Text Edit right here, and then just click Open, and it'll open the file for you. And look, there it is. It already made your Claude MD file for you right here. Everything's here. It's got all the rules. It's got the startup sequence. It's got the agent's name right here. You are Henry. All right. And then scroll down here. Look, it put the rules in here. There's the rules that can't lapse. All right. It's got everything in here for you. Look, there's the checkpoint persistence where it's going to make sure that it keeps your vault updated and current for you and does your notes for you. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to Finder here, and then at the top where it has this folder name, I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to click Jared right here, go to my root folder, and then I'm going to press Command-Shift-. This shows all the hidden folders. I'm going to go to Claude, then I'm going to go to Projects right here, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'll go to Memory, and then I want to look at this file just to verify, and this looks correct. There is no separate memory layer here. The single source of truth is the Obsidian vault. To remember something, write its place to the vault and never here. Now you've got the AI memory vault installed, which means that your AI agent will keep up with your vault for you, log everything, and make sure it never forgets anything ever again. Now, if you're already a Claude Code user and you've been using Claude Code for a while, there's one more step that you actually need to do, and that's move your memory files from the Claude Code system over into Obsidian. And in the next video, I'll show you how to do that. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a like, maybe give me a follow. I do all this for free. We'll see you next time.